Hey guys, now you can follow me on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/UltraMaximusReviews.
It is I, C-3PO. You probably don't recognize me because of the red arm.
The red arm sucks.
How rude.
Me still remember 3PO.
He's very odd indeed.
He sucks. Hello YouTube, Ultra Maximus back with another toy review, and today we're taking a look at another Star Wars Black Series figure, and it's C-3PO. And this is the red-armed variant. And I was not going to pick this up. I just didn't really care for the red arm, but at the time of the recording, my Walmart had Black Series figures on sale for $9.99 a piece, or $9.84, whatever it was, about 10 bucks a piece. And this was it. So this is the mass retail 3PO. I've already reviewed the Walgreens exclusive 3PO. If you have not seen that review, I'll add a link right here. And I figured, why not go ahead and pick him up for 10 bucks? And I got this guy in the Scarif Trooper, and you know, hey, I can at least compare the 3POs in a toy versus toy. So let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. So here we have C-3PO in package. Again, this same kind of stuff we've been getting. Get a picture of 3PO down there. It says C-3PO, Star Wars. He's in box. He is figure number 29. And then it says C-3PO Resistance Base 3PO is the actual official title of this guy. And it says C-3PO up here. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. It's got the little window right there. Got the Black Series logo up there. There he is with his red arm. You may not have recognized him because of the red arm. There is the artwork. It says C-3PO, and then on the side it says C-3PO Resistance Base. So yeah, that's how you differentiate them in each number 29. So back of the package, again, the logo for Black Series, he's number 29, the Resistance Base version. There's a little tiny write-up, the artwork, and just kind of a close-up. Here's all that kind of good stuff. And then if you want to pause and read that, you are more than welcome to. So there's the artwork, yep, and a bunch of stuff. And that, well, is pretty much it for the packaging. Let's go ahead and get 3PO out of box and see what we think. Here we have C-3PO out of the package, and he's got his red arm. Yes, if you don't know where this comes from, it's actually out of a comic book. It was supposed to come out at the same time, The Force Awakens, and it was supposed to, you know, give the backstory of why he has the red arm. Basically, if you haven't seen it, spoiler alert, he lands on a planet, it's on some kind of mission, and there's, I believe it is a First Order droid that he's stuck there with, and they have to band together and try to get off the planet or something, and the other droid ends up sacrificing himself so they can both leave. 3PO loses his arm in the whole progress of getting off the planet, and he ends up taking the other droid's arm to supplement his own, and he keeps it in honor and memory of him. So the problem was the comic book got delayed, like, I think near a year, it felt like, after The Force Awakens. So I really was interested when it first was announced, but then I lost interest, and yeah, so yeah, he's got the arm. I don't like the red arm. I didn't like it in the movie. I don't like it here. I think they should have went with like a gray colored arm or something. It just looks really weird. The silver leg in the original trilogy looks good. I think just a flat gray arm would have looked a lot better on him than this kind of weird rust-oleum looking red. I don't know. Now, as far as articulation goes on the figure, it is like the other 3PO figure. He can look down, he can look up that far. He does have a twist at the head, or the neck. He's got a diaphragm joint. He can look that far forward, he can look about that far down. He doesn't spin side to side very much. The shoulders do twist up here, and then there's also a hinge joint in there that's also on a ball and socket, so you can actually get quite a bit of maneuverability out of it. He has nothing at his elbow. His hands do twist. They also have a hinge, which is cool. Nothing at the waist. His legs kick up out that far. They kick a little further back. They go out that far. They get hampered by the armor bits. He does have a hinge at the knee, and there is no twist at the upper thigh. His foot does have a hinge, and he's got that crazy ankle rocker pivot we love! With this being his widest possible stance, with both feet still flat on the floor. So taking a closer look at the figure itself, I do like the sculpt on this figure. I mean, it's exactly the same as the Walgreens exclusive version that we've gotten. Love the eyes, I like the paint apps in them, the sculpt looks nice, it looks like 3PO. I'm just really surprised that this is the mass retail version with the red arm versus the classic trilogy one. I would have figured the classic trilogy figure would have been the mass release, this would have been the Walgreens exclusive, but it is what it is. But the gold paint all around, the sculpt all around this figure looks really, really nice. And while I'm not a fan of that red arm there, it does look movie accurate, which works for me if you're putting up a Force Awakens shelf. So overall, I give this figure good points. So taking a look at the midsection of the figure, I love all the wire paints in the body there. I'm not a fan of this red arm. I've said this over and over. I don't like it. On the figure itself, it just looks very dull in comparison to the rest of the gold paint. I do like how it's got all the black bits in the hands. The detail on all the parts look really, really good, but it just, I don't know, it seems like that red arm needs a black wash over it or something. It just seems like a really flat red plastic. I think I'd like to see a protocol droid in that color all over. I think that would look really cool. But yeah, for C-3PO, never was a fan from the movie, still not a fan in the toy. So taking a look at the legs of the figure, I mean, it's C-3PO's legs. Again, the detail's nice. I like the paint. I like the gold color. He's got a little bit of black in his knees there, and I'm not sure, and around the ankles, but I'm not sure if that's shadow. It looks like it might just be shadow. But very cool, very neat. Now, he has all gold paint apps on the legs here versus the Walgreens version, which has a silver leg, the lower bit of the leg. I suppose if you wanted to make a a Revenge of the Sith 3PO that has all gold appendages, you could get this figure and you could get the Walgreens one, remove one of the arms, remove one of the legs, combine them, and voila, you have a Revenge of the Sith 3PO, which will probably be coming soon. For comparison, here we have the Resistance Base or Red Arm C-3PO with BB-8, who he appears with through the majority of his time in the movie. R2, if you haven't seen it, spoilers, is in a power-down mode for most of the movie until he's needed at the end to give the MacGuffin to finish out the film. And yeah, so he's actually a lot taller than BB-8, which, I mean, he was in the film as well. BB-8's kind of a little droid, but kind of cool to see these guys side by side. They'll definitely go together on the shelf with the classic 3PO with my R2 unit. And speaking of R2 units, here we have the Black Series R2-D2 with the Red Arm 3PO and BB-8, so all three droids making their appearance on the channel as well as in The Force Awakens. Definitely cool to see them all together, but you know, I don't know, BB-8's a nice little addition, but I think BB-8 needs his own companion droid. Hopefully we get one coming in the future series, but definitely neat to see all three of these guys together. And of course, the comparison we all want to see is 3PO and 3PO side by side, and yeah, they're basically the same figure. There is some molding difference, however. The bulk of the figure is exactly the same, however, the wires between the body components are different. It's not just painted differently, but they're sculpted different, which I think is interesting. I anticipate us getting a few more versions of this character. I anticipate getting one that has the all-flat gray panels from, was it Attack of the Clones? And then we'll probably get an all-gold version that we get from Revenge of the Sith. And I'd like to get an all-chrome version for TC-14 from Phantom Menace. I think that would be really, really cool. And of course, we could use some black versions and the white version. And all the variants of the Protocol droids, I think, would be cool. We'll probably get some kind of droid pack like we did with the R2 unit in Astromech. So that'll be nice. So is the Resistance Base or Red Arm C-3PO something you want in your Star Wars Black Series collection? Well, If you're a C-3PO completist, you're going to want this. This is the first time we've gotten 3PO on a mass retail. We did get the original trilogy 3PO with the silver leg as a Walgreens exclusive. So, to be honest, I found this guy to be harder to find than the Walgreens one. Yeah, I guess it depends on the market. If you're completing the Force Awakens figures, you definitely want to get this guy. And, I do like the fact how it does have different molding components to it. I thought that was kind of cool. Overall, I'm just not a fan of the red arm. But, hey, that's the way it looked in the movie. So there he is, C-3PO from Star Wars, The Force Awakens in the Black Series line.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share, like us on Facebook, and look for more videos in the future.